I'm live. Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing second extension on the GTX 1050 Ti, 750 Ti, 570 and 1650 Super. I'm skipping the 580 today because, well, less time available, basically. So yeah, how are you guys doing? It's been a while. Not true, I streamed like, what, 14 hours ago, I think. So yeah, how are you guys doing? Good seeing ya. Give me 1 second because I'll just share some stuff in the social networks. Social networks only on YouTube, but hey, why not? 1 second, guys. So let's share this on YouTube. ¿Cómo andan? ¿Todo bien? Tantos años. Tantos años. Alright, community. And let's share this. Boom. Alright. Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing second extension on multiple GPUs. I'm skipping the 580 today, probably. So yeah. Anyways, so we're going to start with 1080p, no VSync, thank you very much, no dynamic resolution yet, and what else? Yeah, basically maxed out. Even textures, but no chromatic aberration. We do not like this option at all. So yeah, let's try that. Personally, I'm not expecting 30 frames per second with this configuration, since the same engine is used by Generation 0, and the game requires, well, a lot of stuff. What the heck? Okay. This is where I want to go. Extraction. Yeah, let's go with the extraction. Whatever. I never played this game before. But let's see the operators. Yeah, I probably want to be Ortega. Assault rifle and a shotgun. Yep, definitely my jam. So yeah, let's try it on ultra very quickly. Select an insertion point. Yeah, sure, let's do the valley or the hills. Now let's do this one. But yeah, again, I'm not expecting 30 frames maxed out because Generation 0 was pretty difficult to run. And it's the same engine, so yeah. Evolve? No, not really Evolve. This is more like a Left 4 Dead type of thing. Alright, we're already below 30 frames. So let's go into the tweaking. As far as I remember, Generation 0, just by lowering the draw distance, was pretty good. Let's see. Nothing happens here. Okay, a slight improvement there. Let's keep this on high. Probably the shadows do not help. Okay, the shadows helped a little bit. Volumetric fog didn't help. Global illumination. Okay, it helped a little bit. I don't want motion blur, thank you very much. Depth of field, I'm okay without it. Let's see if the reflections do anything. Okay, reflections, shadows, and SSAO. Let's see if we can keep it on medium. Okay, we can. So we're going to be using basically medium settings, a mix between medium and high. That should be good enough. Yeah, let's keep this on a mix between medium and high. Yeah, we're already dropping settings. So pretty unfortunate. Let's see if low illumination. Yeah, that's already a bit hit. So no global illumination. And the rest on medium. And let's keep reflections on, just for now. So yeah, already not a good start. So let's be quick with it. This is mid-high. Medium settings. With no GI. So no global illumination. Which isn't a ray traced option. Let's be clear about that. I think it's the baked thing. So yeah, that's what we're going to use on 1080p at the moment. Basically medium settings. Yeah, now definitely better. So let's launch. This is made to play co-op with 2 other people, so since I didn't have more people to play with, I'm going to play it alone, already dropping below 30 again. We'll be tweaking a little bit more. But yeah, the numbers are not looking good, at least not in this part. We'll see once we start shooting. Vaya. Supuestamente esto es como un Left 4 Dead pero con dinosaurios. Sí, exactamente, por eso me interesó. Some people were telling me that this was like Left 4 Dead with dinosaurs. And I'm a huge fan of Left 4 Dead, so let's go for it. This is a 3-people team. Unfortunately, nobody else is playing with me. I'm playing on my own. But at least you can play it solo if you wanted. But yeah, definitely the shooting is not that bad. After playing Call of Duty yesterday, I think I'm asking a little too much to this game in the shooting mechanics sort of thing. But yeah, I wasn't expecting really good numbers, considering it's using the same engine as Just Cause 4 and Generation Zero. But I mean, the game looks good, don't get me wrong, this is medium settings. The game doesn't look photorealistic, but at least the flashlight casts shadows on the characters. And the effects look fine. Sorry. But yeah, we're still dropping below 30. I wish there were options that actually made a huge difference in frame rate, instead of needing to lower presets. But hey. Yeah, definitely these are not the best settings. We're probably going to be using low, which really sucks. So once I finish up this ones, we're going to lower to low because, yeah, we're still dropping below 30. Let's try medium. And let's kill these dinosaurs in the meantime. Yeah, medium itself doesn't seem to be worth it, considering the numbers. So we're going to jump directly into low settings. So yeah, pretty disappointed already. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. Let's just crank up the textures. There's an option in textures called potato. I love these people now. Potato. That's hilarious. Anyways, so let's use the low preset with chromatic aberration disabled. So yeah, 1080p low is what I'm using. So 1080p low. Nice. ¿Cuántas horas come ese dinosaurio? Unas cuantas, la verdad. Alright, so now on low settings, yeah, it's significantly smoother. We jump from 30 to 45. We'll see once we see more explosions. Oh, let's explode this now that we're here. Okay. Yeah, definitely, even when there's explosion close by, low settings seems to hold up. Maybe let's use TAA. It's looking a little bit too yaggy. So let's put it on TAA. Okay, we get a small decrease in performance, but at least the game doesn't look super jaggy. So this is low settings plus TAA. Wonderful. So let's keep going. I don't know what I have to do, but I'm just going to the markers, basically. So yeah, doors do not open. Gracias, MMMat1X. No sé cómo, pero gracias. ¿Ya hiciste la 570? No, después de este. Guys, one thing to keep in mind, this game is in early access. I forgot to mention that. So this is not the final build. The game is going to be improved as time goes on. So yeah, this is a new game released by Systemic Reaction. It's basically Avalanche Studios, a branch of Avalanche Studios, the people behind Just Cause, Generation Zero, those games. So yeah, keep that in mind. This is from the people that make Just Cause, and it's the same engine. That's why lowering settings doesn't seem to make a huge difference. Okay, fuse kit. Gimme. Where are the dinosaurs? Okay, there's a dinosaur coming. I'm excited. Come on. This game uses a Vulkan. Yeah, it's a Vulkan only, I think. Oh yeah, this is basically Left 4 Dead with dinosaurs. That's what I heard. That's why I asked for a review copy of it. Okay. Yeah, and I now understand why they asked me to have 2 more people playing. Yeah, probably not scaling properly with the amount of players. But yeah, when effects show up, as you can see, we drop into the 30s. We were into the 40s beforehand. Holy hell. But yeah, I was still dropping below 30 even on low settings. Maybe I have to disable TAA. I don't really know. So yeah. Yeah, especially when effects show up, the game drops below 30, so yeah, pretty disappointed. And I'm going to die alone, as you can see. Yeah, let's just give up. But yeah, those numbers are not good at all. Let's try lowering more stuff. So no TAA, sorry game. And no SSAO. Let's see if there's lower options even. I love that there's a potato option in the texture quality menu. That's pretty nice. So yeah. Alright. Yeah, this is the absolute lowest without TAA. So yeah, not looking good. First impressions, pretty bad performance. So yeah. I mean, lowest settings, 30 frames per second. I mean, 30 frames per second when there's effects on screen, which is when you're fighting, and there's supposedly 2 more people with you playing. So this is a game where, in the worst case scenario, you want at least to have over 30 frames per second. So yeah. Let's get that drone. I also have a shotgun, I forgot about that. Use drone. Okay. Hello, Dino. But yeah, again, considering it's the same engine as Just Cause 4 and Generation 0, I wasn't really expecting much on the performance side. But it's still pretty disappointing. There's not a huge boost by lowering the settings to the minimum. We jumped like from 22 FPS to the 40s. So yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed about that. You got many options, but it's basically pointless if you want a big difference in performance. So yeah, let's call the booster. Oh yeah, you're supposed to play with more people. I'm playing on my own because I have no friends. That's how you call it. No friends that want to play this game or have time because they have jobs. So yeah. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's get it open. And again, guys, it's on early access. I mean, it should be better later on. But I'm judging what I'm seeing. So yeah, thanks again to Systemic Reaction for providing a review copy, despite what I'm saying about your game. But yeah, I have to be honest. At the moment, it's not running well. It needs work, especially on the options menu. But yeah, is 85 degrees GPU temp while gaming good? I think it's a little high, personally. I'll try to be at 75, but usually GPUs at 85 should still last long enough. Just crank up the fan speed or do some undervolting and it should be okay. So yeah, let's keep salvaging. Yeah, I changed the thermal paste as well. Okay, the box killed them. But yeah, as I'm seeing, I think even on the lowest settings, I'm getting shadows from the flashlight. Which you could probably disable that if you're the developer and you're hearing this. Consider disabling more stuff if I lower it to the minimum. I mean, the game already looks fine enough on low settings. I mean, it looks better on high, don't get me wrong. But I think you could go lower with the settings if you really wanted to.
Requesting supplies.
Yeah, some ammo please. Alright, wonderful. And there's always dinosaurs going about. But yeah. Do you think an i5 quad-core is okay for 60 FPS in Cold War? I'm not sure. I mean, that game used more than half of the Ryzen 3 3100, and that one has 8 threads. So probably it's going to get maxed out. Probably. On a quad-core CPU, I mean. So yeah. I mean, it should be playable, but I wouldn't expect more than 60 frames. I would expect 60s with some stutters. So yeah. Personal, just my opinion. But yeah, for what I played so far of the game, I would say a quad-core is enough, but not for more than 60 frames. I'll just cap it at 60, and you should be okay with it. So yeah.
Connection established.
Okay, that does it for this camp. Great work.
Yeah, okay, a camp unlocked. I don't know what any of this means. I'm just playing for the first time.
You found one perfect. Send it up.
But yeah, I'm still waiting for more dinosaurs. But yeah, basically you cannot get 60s on the 1050 Ti on 1080p. You probably need to do 720 low settings, which is pretty garbage, if I'm honest. But yeah, maybe 900p low settings can do closer to 60, but I'm not having any huge expectations. So yeah. Do you think Cyberpunk gonna be delayed again? Probably not, but really doesn't matter that much, I think. There's so many games. I prefer to have a polished experience than a rushed game. Especially Cyberpunk, that is a huge game. Just let them take their time. I mean, it's going to be a good game anyways, so you can wait. But yeah, also you probably want to play this game with 2 other people. Playing it alone doesn't seem to be all that interesting. Oh man, so many dinosaurs. As you can see, this is what happens when you play alone. A lot of dinosaurs come to you, and you're basically useless when they gang up on you. So yeah, I do like this thing that I can jump fast, like the Doom Eternal mechanic that you can just dodge. That is interesting on a game like this, more mobility.
There's a hollow over there. If you
Please
prefer
don't
this
kill
one,
me.
feel free to take it out.
Yeah, this is a good mechanic, I would say, in the movement side of things. Okay, probably I have to shoot him in the back. Alright, still over 30 frames, so I needed to lower the settings lower than low. No anti-aliasing, not even TAA. Whoa, he got me. Let's get away. Yeah, and the reloading is super annoying. I have to finish reloading the gun or the game won't let me do anything else, basically. But yeah.
This is you.
I mean, at least we're over 30 frames. But I was expecting more coming from a game from a big company, a well-funded company. Again, this is an early access, so this should improve as time goes on. But yeah, already below 30 again when using the special attack. So yeah, not looking pretty for the 1050 Ti on 1080p. And man, this dinosaur is taking so many hits.
Find another way.
Yeah, let's kill the other dinosaurs first. If I can even shoot them. But yeah, at least shooting dinosaurs feels a little bit fresher than shooting zombies. They're all tired of shooting zombies, I guess. But yeah, let's play Black Ops. I already played it yesterday, so you have a lot of gameplay on that one. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see.
There's one. Should have some data on the whereabouts of explosives.
But yeah, I'm probably going to swap to 900p now. This is not looking pretty for the 1050 Ti. So yeah, let's get away. Unfortunately, I cannot pause the game. The game is always running, even when the pause menu is going on. So I'm going to try to be quick and get the dinosaurs that remain. Okay, they got away. Perfect. Never mind. There's one coming. Get away. Thank you. Oh, M-Chamber TV. Is an i5 6500T with an RX 570 with high settings good enough to play most games in 1080p? I mean, 6500T, quad-core CPU, maybe? I think so, yeah. It should be okay. If the RAM is on dual channel, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Thank you so much for your generous $5 donation. Super appreciated. Thank you so much. You're always so generous with donations, man. I don't know how you do it, but kudos to you, sir. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's now do 900p. But we're going to do medium set. Let's keep it on low first, then we do medium. But yeah, when fighting we drop below 30 frames sometimes, so super disappointed about that. But yeah, anyways. So this is now 900p low settings. Let me fix the performance metrics so you can see them. There we go. Alright, so we're back into the game. Let's go shoot that big guy again. PETA wants to know your location. Yeah, they're protecting dinosaurs now. Oh, PETA. ¿Streameas en Twitch? No, en Twitch no, solo YouTube por el momento. Twitch no planeo ni acercarme con un pulgar. Con un meñique. Pulgar, meñique. Okay, on 900p seems to be much better by a long shot. So probably I'm going to try medium on 900p. If I use the special attack, yeah, I get into the 30s. Never mind then. Yeah, with the special attack and shooting these dinosaurs at the same time. What a weird dinosaur, that one. We still drop below 6 FPS super easily. But as I said, drop below 40 FPS. When effects show up, it gets pretty taxing. So yeah, there's no special effects option. Maybe if they allowed us to lower the special effects, we can probably get closer to 6 FPS. But hey, early access. The thing is that in the previous game they made, the Generation 0, with this same engine, we didn't have that option. So yeah, in that way I'm pretty disappointed with the options menu and the numbers. But hey, let's keep playing for a little bit more. ¿Cómo se la iré con un T-Rex? Sí, salado. Con un Tiranosaurio Rex se destrozaría el frame rate. Some people were right. They were saying if there's a T-Rex on screen, you're probably going to get destroyed in the frame rate side. And you're probably right. We'll see once we get there. But at the moment, this is how it is. I have to find and salvage supply containers. So, okay, I need to destroy drones. There's one super close apparently. Can I drop here? Yes, I can. Great. How much is your monthly revenue from YouTube? It varies, really. It usually stays between 500 and 700. But I mean, the costs of maintaining the channel already are pretty huge. So there's not a lot of money that gets left over for me to spend in things that I want other than YouTube. So it's basically a hobby that pays itself. Let's call it that. Maybe later in the future I can do it like more of a full-time thing. But yeah, at the moment just studying on YouTube is the way to go. So yeah. Oh, dinosaurs. Yeah, as you can see, when I get some of those special effects on screen, I still drop below 40. Even with not much happening on screen. So yeah, let's get the tiny ones first. Jesus. I'm getting destroyed. Heal. Okay. Yeah, so many dinosaurs. As you can see, co-op is recommended on this game by the developers especially. And you can see now why it's pretty challenging if you're playing by your own, on your own. So yeah, you probably want to play online, this one. There's so many of them, Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's use the special attack so we drop the frame rate to 30. Okay. With many effects on screen, you can easily drop below 30 frames. So yeah, pretty unfortunate. But again, early access, who knows, maybe it improves significantly, maybe not, who knows. Wish I could get you there to full-time YouTube. Well, by doing that donation, thank you so much for the $2 donation. You're getting me closer to there, so thank you so much, mchamerTV, for the super generous donations. Highly appreciated. But yeah, I mean, it takes some time, but hopefully soon we can use it as a full-time job and actually afford it. But yeah. Anyways, let's keep it going. Where to? Maybe, yeah, let's go for that drone at 300 meters. What is Vulkan? It's like DX11 and DX12. It's a graphics API. Just look it up on Google. All the information is there. You can even learn how to program for it. So yeah, Google is a good tool. But yeah, your favorite is Call of Duty World at War. Yeah, World at War was pretty nice. I think I played that one first on the Nintendo Wii because I didn't have a PC or a PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360. So my first experience with World at War is on the Nintendo Wii, which is pretty hilarious. That was the worst version of the game. Oh yeah, the story was super interesting. So yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. You probably again want to play this on co-op. But yeah, when people said this is Left 4 Dead with dinosaurs, they were kinda right. But at the same time, not exactly the same. Which I'm okay with. It doesn't have to be a Left 4 Dead clone. Oh yeah, this requires more teamwork than Left 4 Dead. I'm dropping into the 30s now. So let's give up and go into medium settings. Maybe we can get closer to 30 frames with better visuals. But yeah, how much for PS5 in Uruguay? Probably $1,000, we'll see. But yeah, I'm expecting like $1,000. So yeah, I know you speak Spanish, you have an accent like more or less Argentina. I'm from Uruguay, so yeah, you're right. Anyways, let's go to medium. Yeah, medium settings. Now let's go to high. Let's be stupid. Yeah, high settings. So we go into the status and we put high. Let's do 900p high and pray for the frame rate to stay over 30. There's also dynamic resolution, but I recommend you do not use it for 60 FPS. If you're aiming for 30, okay, fine. But if you're aiming for 60 on this card, I wouldn't use dynamic resolution, it's too aggressive. But yeah. Yeah, the 570 will go after I test 720p on this one. So, bear with me. Trying my best. Give me that drone. Come on. Gotcha. Okay, bigger dinosaurs. Yeah, I'm already dropping into the 30s, so maybe medium settings makes more sense on this one. Yeah, probably medium settings will be fine, especially when there are more dinosaurs and more effects on screen. But I have to say, the game does look significantly better on high. Especially the ground. The ground looks more detailed. And the draw distance of the foliage is much better. So you probably want to use medium to high settings. Yeah, even the shadows are better, which makes sense. But yeah, I can already tell you, the game does look much better on high. But it doesn't run that much better when you lower it to low, so that's what disappoints me about this game. I mean, yeah, it runs like this on high, whatever, but if you lower it to low, it's not a huge difference. It's like 5 FPS more. So, but it looks significantly worse, so what is the point of having lower settings and the game looking significantly worse if you cannot make it run a lot better? That's kind of what makes me a little sad about this options menu. So yeah, anyways, let's do 720p now on high settings. Probably it's running like this because it's a Vulkan and the 1050 Ti doesn't like a Vulkan that much. In general, Vulkan is not super nice on this card. Okay, I died, awesome. I can jump back into the options menu. Okay, if you die multiple times, you're going to get back to the lobby, that's fine, that's fine. We're going to keep trying, but at 720p this time around. So yeah, reminds me of Tekken 7. Lower settings make no sense. Yeah, true. I mean, why make the game look worse if you cannot make it run better? In that case, don't even put settings. Anyways, so I cannot select 720p for some reason. Let's try that one more time. Keep changes. Okay, so there's a bug in the menu. As you can see, I cannot go any lower than this. Okay, I can do it with the arrows. But this is not the way that I should be doing it. So yeah, basically the menu is bugged. I managed to do 720p by using the arrows on the keyboard. So yeah, that's something they need to fix. Anyways, so we're at 720p now, using basically high settings. So 720 on high. Let's jump back into the game now. Yeah, sure, let's do this. We're going to use the same one.
We'll be back in no time.
Well, another benchmark. I am at the restaurant waiting for my meal. Why not chat and answer questions? Let's do it. Soon. Soon, darling, soon. But yeah, go on. What motherboard are you using? Everything is listed down in the description of what I'm using. I'm using a separate PC to do the recording, so this is why. But yeah, also Hiro, enjoy your meal. I hope it arrives soon. But yeah, let's drop down this pod.
No unnecessary
I expect medium settings 60 frames. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. But yeah, PS5, good luck getting one. Yeah, true. I mean, if the Nvidia cards on the 3000 series were hard to get, well, the PS5 is going to be a whole different level. That's for sure. Huh, funny, the game is in Spanish. Why? Oh, never mind. The character speaks Spanish. Okay, now it's daytime,
Just us today, huh?
so
I'll
a little
do
bit
my best to
different.
keep you safe. It seemed that the
Find
dinosaurs
salvage.
burrowed into the
Okay,
abandoned
going to
mines
find it.
and have made themselves a hive.
But yeah, it's pretty different when looking into the distance. As you can see, I get like the 40s, I look there,
Bit of an expedition.
50s, and I look here and I get 40s again.
Which should give us the
And there's dinosaurs down there, perfect.
Affirmative.
But yeah, it's a little unstable. I now understand when they put so much emphasis on dynamic resolution in the options menu. But yeah. And the shotgun is not that good. Well, it depends. If you're super close, makes sense. But yeah, I miss shooting something that is not zombies or people. It's different. I do like that. And I like that you can dodge with the spacebar. Super easy to get to. Let's use the special attack and see our frames drop. Okay, instead of the 50s and upper 40s, we get low 40s, upper 30s. So yeah. Okay, these dinosaurs are not allowing me to get back up, which is fine, whatever. And I'm now under the map. Funny. 3 respawns left. But yeah, on high settings, as you can see, we drop into the 30s. No surprises there, really. Especially when attacking or using special attacks. So yeah, let's play the objective now. The dinosaurs will come on their own, I guess. So in the meantime, let's just get these drops.
Acquired. Perfect. Found a spot that might have the supply
Okay,
containers we need.
160 meters. Big dinosaurs. Hello, big dinosaurs. Oh yeah, if you're going to play alone, maybe try finding some friends or some people to play online. On your own, you're going to have a bad time fighting the dinosaurs alone. But yeah, I mean, I think 720p makes more sense for this card. Definitely. Let's try ultra settings now that we are here. Ultra. So this is now ultra. And after I'm done with ultra and low and medium, we're going to do the RX 570.
There's one. Set the boosters. and
Which
we'll
is
have
probably
enough
going to
air
run much better because this is a Vulcan title. So yeah. Alright, boosters are in. Oh, hello Dino.
Stay dead.
Alright,
Container
perfect.
away.
Whoa. Jesus. I thought I died. Luckily, not yet. Oh no. Not that one again. I'm getting away from those dinosaurs. I don't want to die right now. I'm not in the mood to die. It's 1 AM, so I'm going to go to bed. Okay. Nice sleeping. Good night. Enjoy your sleeping. It's usually necessary, so have fun.
Moviendo hacia arriba.
Huh. Call out C modes. Okay. Makes sense, it's a co-op game. And Fortnite and most games do it, so sure, why not? Make a video on making friends. I cannot really teach that to people. That'll require me to be able to make friends. Pretty difficult in today's landscape, especially with the quarantine and all that, so maybe on a later time. Alright, this is more of a demanding place. Let's drop to low settings or medium. Maybe medium to see if we get 60s. If not, we just low. Probably not getting 60s. Nope. So yeah, let's go directly to low. So we change this to lowest. Apart from low, we are going to disable chromatic aberration. And what else? And SSAO. We only keep the texture filtering and the texture quality on the maximum. But yeah, this is basically low settings. And it's locked to 60 apparently. Give me 1 second, guys. Shouldn't be locked. Why is VSync always enabled? I don't know. Okay, so on the lowest settings, 720p, we're finally getting to the 60s range when nothing is happening. We'll see once I start shooting, but yeah. Good. Let's shoot the dinosaurs from a distance. Yeah, it does not look good at low settings. I can say that for a fact. With the special attack. Let's see how the frames drop when I activate my special thing. Okay, we drop into the 60s. Upper 50s, even at 720p lowest settings. So yeah, this does need a lot of work.
Send it up.
But again, it's a Vulkan game, so it was kinda to be expected, considering it's the same engine as Generation 0 and Just Cause 4. I wasn't really expecting much from the performance side. But again, that's not an excuse to justify getting this game despite the performance. If you don't like the numbers, don't give them your money. Wait for a few patches. This is an early access, so it should be improved as time goes on. So yeah, let's get the boosters. But yeah, it seems that 720p is the way to go on this one if you want smooth frame rates. But yeah, if you have some friends to play it with, should be a lot of fun. I mean, you're probably bored of shooting zombies and people. Shooting dinosaurs feels a little bit different at least.
Taking a stim.
So yeah, anyways, let's see the explosion. Come on, explode, explodey.
Oh.
Yeah, drop into the 60s. Sorry, upper 50s. Okay, not that bad. But yeah, you need 720p lowest settings to do a smooth 60 frames per second. So yeah, performance on the 1050 Ti I have to say is pretty disappointing. But again, it's a new game. It uses Vulkan. This card doesn't really like Vulkan, but we'll see. We'll see how the 570 does. But yeah, let's swap graphics cards now that we're here. Let's just close the game. Unswap GPUs. So we're going to shut down the PC. We make the transparency effect going on. Sorry about the bed, I forgot to undo it. Let me try something. Now that we have the camera AI going on. Let's do background blur. Perfect. Now you cannot see that my bed is poorly made. Thank you, NVIDIA's AI, for making that possible. Anyways, so let's swap to the... I was going to do the 570 first. Let's do the 750 Ti. It's going to probably be 720p lowest settings, 30 frames per second. So let's try that. It's going to be like 5 to 10 minutes. So here's the 1050 Ti. So let's do quickly the 570, the 750 Ti, then we do the 570. So thank you for your patience. Let's plug the HDMI. Alright, PC is on. But yeah, GTX 1050 Ti is best than RX 580. Of course it's a joke. But yeah, I know it's a joke. But yeah, LOL. Did you do the 1650 Super yet? No, that's coming at the end of the stream. We're going to be doing the 750 Ti super quickly, 720p lowest settings. We're not going to delve too much into it. Then we do the 570. Then we do the 1650 Super. And we'll see if we do the 580. We'll see how we are on the time side of things. But yeah. Maybe the 580 I do it quickly at the end. We're about to find out. But yeah, we're on the 750 Ti now. We're going to go for the lowest settings again at 720p. So let's swap again to this. And we're going to remove the background. Excellent. So 750 Ti. So yeah, not going to take long. So let's launch second extension. La 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 la. Can still see it. What? What do you mean? Is 75 degrees high for GPU? I mean, my RTX 2060 single fan goes to 83 degrees and it's super noisy. But with Thunderbolts I was able to drop it down to 78, I think. So I think 75 is okay if you are gaming. If it's on idle, well, on idle 75 is pretty bad. So yeah, as long as it's not idling at 75, it should be okay. 75 while gaming, I think it's fine. You're amazing too, Crocs. You're amazing too. I saw you yesterday on the Call of Duty live stream, so thank you for sticking around. Es que la mayoría de tus subs hablan inglés, sí, literal. Es por eso que no hablo español, en general. Mucha menos gente habla español. Anyways, so guys, we're going to select now 720p, as you can see here. Then everything on the lowest. Let's put the textures on, yeah, let's put them on low, but we're going to keep the anisotropic filtering on 16 times. So yeah, basically everything on low, no SSAO whatsoever. And we're doing 720p resolution. So let's get straight into the game. We do charge instruction or homebound. I don't know what any of this means. Let's do charge instruction. Let's select the same operator as before, Ortega, which of course speaks Spanish, so my jam. Did you stop testing the 1060? Yes, because the 1650 Super runs super similar, so yeah, that's why I replaced the 1060. So yeah, expect similar numbers in general. I knew one, Santiago. Whoa, it crashed. Okay. Send the report. And let's try it again. Probably, let's put the textures on potato. Now let's try it one more time, and if it crashes again, we're going to lower the textures to potato. Yeah, let's do it already. Matar dinosaurios del juego. Sí, básicamente. Y no es algo malo, es algo bueno, me parece a mí. Es lo que me atrajo al juego. Some people are saying this is dinosaurs, this is Killing Dinosaurs, the video game. And yeah, basically. And I'm okay with that. That's what attracted me to the game. Only killing dinosaurs. Yeah, let's put textures on potato. I love that they have a potato setting. Just a master thing. I love when developers do joke settings. Okay, homebound. Let's do this one. Whatever. At this point, hopefully it doesn't crash again. Please do not crash, game. I need you. I'm going to drink some coffee. Delicious, delicious. Okay, yeah, it was the textures. So if you have a 2 GB of VRAM GPU, put textures on potato. And I'm not kidding, the setting for the textures on the lowest is called potato. Here it is, potato. I love it. So now a 2 GB GPU is considered a potato. I love it. ¿Cuánto iría con la 580? Ya nos vamos a enterar. Como es Vulkan, yo creo que va a ir bastante bien. On the 580 it's going to probably run super well because of Vulkan. But yeah, these are the cards that are not benefiting from Vulkan at all. Okay. Yeah, 30 frames per second, just like I expected. Lowest settings, 720p, 30 frames. Basically half the frame rate in comparison to the 1050 Ti. As usual. I think there is no audio, or is it just me? Oh, it's just me. Never mind. There's audio. But yes, I was saying, yeah, basically half the frame rate in comparison to the 1050 Ti. So it's going to drop below 30, probably, when there are many effects on screen. So yeah, let's go to the closest one, 150 meters. Thank you, M. Chamber, for the another $2 donated. Thank you so much, man. He's saying, would you suggest the 1070 over the 1650 if the same price? Yeah, of course. I mean, the 1070 is 8 gigabytes, I think. So I will probably get the 1070 because it's faster than the, what's the name of this? Than the 1650 Super. The 1650 Super is more like a 1060 and you have more memory. Of course, the one thing that you probably do not know is that the 1070, the 10 series cards on the Vulkan implementations and the DX12 implementations are not as optimized as the 16 series cards. So yeah, on newer games the 1650 Super is going to have an advantage due to the better optimization for Vulkan and DX12, but the 1070 should still be faster, so I mean, and you get more double the VRAM, so go for it. If it's between the 1070 and the 1650 Super, yeah, no doubts about it. Go for the 1070. Okay, this is new, I think. What? I'm lost. Okay, door is open. Maybe, yeah, maybe I didn't explore enough. Let me check very quickly. Why did I want to open that door? I don't know. Whatever. Sí, la 1070, sin dudas. Guys, if you're getting if you're doubting between a 1070 used and a 1650 Super, get the 1070. The 1070 is a much better graphics card. Raw power, it destroys the 1650 Super, you get double the VRAM. Not even a competition. Tengo una GTX 38 GB de RAM, ¿me correrá? Sí, debería. Solo que debería correr, yo diría 5 o 10% más lento que lo que ves ahora. Así que le haré un overclock a la 1030. Le va a doler a la 1030 jugar este juego, pero debería poder. Usaría la resolución dinámica en 720p. Guys, somebody asked me about a 570, a GT 1030 on this game. You probably want to do 720p lowest settings with dynamic resolution. As you can see here, even the 750 Ti is dropping below 30. On the lowest settings, 720p. So yeah, the 1030 won't be super happy about this game. With dynamic resolution, it should be a little alleviated on the performance side if you use dynamic resolution. On this one, I probably need to use dynamic resolution with a 30 FPS option. But yeah, Jesus Christ, so many dinosaurs. Guys, recommendation, play this on co-op. Do not play alone. You're going to get wrecked super quickly. Unless you are super crazy good at this game. You're getting wrecked. Going solo. And the performance here, I'll blow up this. Oh yeah, let's blow up this while the dinosaurs are coming. Come on, explode. As you can see, the particles are super low resolution now. That's hilarious. Boom, explosion. I killed a lot of dinosaurs at once, and I drop into the mid-20s while doing so. Wonderful. Alright. Not that I smartly dealt with most, I was going to say zombies. Oh man, so many of them. Yeah, I have no chance against this. So as I was saying, just dynamic resolution on this one, on this card. As you can see, when there are effects on screen, especially here, you're going to be dropping into the mid-20s. So dynamic resolution, aiming for 30 frames per second. Yeah, this is getting crazy unstable. Oh, more dino stuff. Okay.
Looks like the gunk is gone.
Yeah, the gunk is gone. That's not a dirty joke. I want to heal.
Running dry.
Can you please heal? Thank you.
Really needed that. Please stay dead.
Yeah, please stay dead. Nice final words. Come on, just use the computer. Nice.
Great. Let's get it outside.
Yeah. Okay, playing solo doesn't seem that bad now that I managed to do a part of the objective. At the very least. But yeah, use dynamic resolution, please. Especially when there are effects on screen. Dynamic resolution should help significantly. I'm not enabling it because I cannot pause the game. But let's do it. It's here. Put resolution scale on automatic. And put the resolution scale to here. So you need to put the automatic resolution scale FPS to 30. So it's going to aim for 30 frames per second with the dynamic resolution. When I'm getting killed by the dinosaurs. So yeah, put it on 30 frames, like you see here. And that should allow us to be basically over 30 all the time. The game will look more blurry because, yeah, it's super aggressive, this dynamic resolution. But I mean, at least you're over 30 all the time, even on the super demanding stuff. Let's change the status to 720p dynamic res. So yeah, these are the best settings for the 750 Ti, 720p lowest settings with dynamic resolution targeting 30 frames per second. So yeah, at least right now this is how it goes. If you want to kill dinosaurs on this early access game, you probably want to use these settings on a 750 Ti.
What a beauty. Let's give her some fresh air. Plug
So
into
this
the
one
wall
didn't have
socket and
dinosaurs,
open her outside.
luckily.
Let's get it
Alright.
out into the fresh air.
Let's go out. ¿Qué juegos jugas? Varios. Ya sé que no me estabas preguntando a mí, pero quería figurar.
Gonna need a payload.
I have sub to use since 2016. I'm still using a 1060 since 2016. Well, great. Good purchase.
You should be able to
Thanks for sticking around. It's been what, 4 years? Jesus, I feel old already.
great. We can always use more supplies.
Yeah, not sure why I put this outside, but hey. Let's see an explosion. This should lower our resolution below 30 frames. And yeah, the resolution stayed fine. So yeah, use dynamic resolution for this card. Probably on all cards you should use dynamic resolution on this game, considering the performance, but the dynamic resolution is super aggressive. Yep, still over 30 even with explosions, so that's perfect. So yeah, let's now finish the game and do the 570. The 750 Ti can do it, 720p low settings with dynamic resolution, aiming for 30 frames per second. Those are the best settings by a long shot, so let's now swap to the 570. We're going to do background blur so you cannot see my messy bed. Perfect. So let's do the 570 once the 750 Ti is off. Okay, the PC is off. Awesome. So here's the legendary card, the 750 Ti. Let's now do the 570. Another legendary graphics card. So let's connect it. Probably gotta install the drivers, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Almost there. HDMI cable in? Anyone? Yeah. It's in. That's what he said. So yeah, we are now doing the 570. We already did the 1050 Ti and the 750 Ti. Those are not friendly with Vulkan. This game is a Vulkan only. So the 570 should have a better chance against this game. In the meantime, I'll drink some coffee. Delicious, delicious, delicious coffee. It keeps me alive. Alright, we're back into the menu. Yeah, the 750 Ti is a legendary card. It's a budget card from a budget card for 2014. And you can still play games. Crazy. So now we're doing the 570. So this is RX 570. The drivers were installed beforehand. That's why I have this quick installation. It just recognizes the 570. So let's start with 1080p ultra settings. We are launching MSI Afterburner. As you can see, RX 570. And let's launch the game, shall we? Some good GPUs for i3-7100, probably RX 570 or 1650 Super or 1650 non-Super, depends on your power supply there. But you should still be limited by the CPU. That's not a good CPU nowadays. 2 cores for threads, it falls behind. So maybe consider a 30 FPS cap for most games. But yeah, as long as you lock it to 30, should be fine. Waiting for the game to launch. 1 second, guys. Alright, we're back into the game now, I think. Do you think the 750 Ti will work in Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Yes, of course. I think so. I think so because it runs on Xbox One S. So if it runs on Xbox One S, I mean the 750 Ti at least at 720p lowest settings should get 30 frames per second. We're about to find out, of course. Once I get the game in my hands, we're going to try it. But yeah. Keep changes. So we're doing first 1080p ultra settings without dynamic resolution, and no chromatic aberration, thank you very much, and no motion blur, and no dynamic sharpening. Okay, yep, let's do that. Wish me luck, guys. Hopefully we get good numbers on this one. I expect good numbers really, because Vulkan is usually friendly with AMD GPUs. So yeah. Anyways, let's see the frame rate counter there, so you guys can see. So in the menu we're getting 78 FPS with a lot of GPU power to spare, so good news. Let's try this again with Ortega. 1060 has some life, yes, of course, still has. I mean, it runs like a 1650 Super, so should still be alive.
Extinction unit. The lifeblood of the ERA is in essence the drug.
¿Vale la pena un cambio de 570 a 590? Personalmente no creo que lo valga. Alright, so already on the 1050 Ti with these settings I was getting below 30 frames per second, so we're already 15 FPS ahead on the 570, which makes sense. I mean, friendlier with the Vulkan. So yeah. O sea, Pepe, de una 570 yo saltaría una 1660 Super probablemente, o una 2060, no, probablemente una 2060 o una 2060 Super, ahí sería una enorme diferencia. Yo me la jugaría por eso. Sí, como dice Hiro, 20-30% más vas a tener, no es tanto. Alright guys, so this is 1080p ultra settings. I'm way over 30 FPS, at least right now. We'll see once we start fighting, of course, as usual. So, where to? Let's go to Charlie. Already some dinosaurs, yeah, but this is significantly better than the 1050 Ti already, to the surprise of no one. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, this is so much better. Feels like a different game already. Visually and performance wise, yeah, it's a completely different game now.
Gotta find another way.
Yeah, gotta shoot his ass. Whoa, okay, that was surprising. Let's grenade the heck out of it. Yeah, it plays a lot better now that we are at least on a consistent 30 frames per second with decent visuals. Decent visuals, yeah, the game looks much better than on medium settings.
Shots aren't going in.
But again, going to medium doesn't have a huge a huge performance difference, like it looks much worse. So this is one of those games that, yeah, you can lower the settings, but the performance won't be that much better. Come on, let me shoot your ass. Your belly, better said. Yeah, no, that's not going to cut it.
Catching up.
Maybe if I use a rifle.
It's on.
Okay, a couple shots. Yeah, let's just get away from this dinosaur. Let's just hack this drone and do our job. I'm going to probably lure it to a container or something. In the meantime, let's get to the demanding stage, which is opening this gate and exploding these dinosaur thingies. So yeah, grenade in. Boom. Yeah, even with many effects on screen, I'm okay, I think. Yeah, still over 30 frames. Even with effects on screen, so yeah, pretty surprised. So definitely the Nvidia cards, the older ones, have not a good time with Vulkan, to say it lightly. Yeah, I mean, even with effects close to the camera,
Link is ready, Sarah.
it's okay. So yeah, significantly better, to the surprise of no one. Let's get away. After I get killed and I respawn, we're going to try lower settings. But yeah, ultra settings seems to be fine. Over 30 frames, even on places with a lot of effects. Let's see with the special attack. Yeah, the special attack plus the explosion gets us to 29 FPS. But nowhere close to mid-30s, so this is okay if you're aiming for 30 frames. Alright, I managed to get a revive. Awesome. Let's get back in. But yeah, so far, over 30 even with the special attack going on. So pretty surprised. Pretty surprised. Considering what I saw on the 1050 Ti, I'm surprised. Let's use the shotgun a little bit now. Yeah, I'm still unable to shoot his belly. Sorry about my... Okay. Belly. Yes, finally. Finally I got him. I got him in the belly. Special attack. Okay, now we're into the mid-20s, so probably you want to lower it a little bit. Especially when you're using your special attack. But I mean, that's the minority of the time. It was 90% of the time over 30 frames. Yeah. Anyways, let's get killed. In the meantime, I'm going to lower to medium. Let's see if medium makes a big difference. Not really. And on low. Okay, low it does make a big difference, so let's keep it on low. So this is low settings 1080p. Yeah, I died. As you can see, that flower of dinosaurs killed me. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun, but it's a game that I will play with more people. The developers also told me in the email with the review code that it's highly recommended that I play with 2 other people. This is a co-op game with for 3 players. You can play it solo, you can play it on duos. But yeah, the recommended way to play this game is playing with 2 other people. Since I usually do a 3-hour stream with super limited matches, I do not tell people to join me because I do weird stuff. Look at the draw distance. Yeah, it's in early access, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm playing solo, you can do as well, but I would say this is a game to play co-op, without a doubt. It feels fresh to shoot dinosaurs instead of shooting zombies in a Left 4 Dead style game. So yeah, that's what drew me into this game, the dinosaurs. On 1080p you're definitely not getting 60 FPS, at least not with the lowest settings. When effects show up, it's kinda difficult for it. But yeah, I mean, still super smooth in comparison to Ultra, so you probably want to do a lower resolution if you want 60 frames more consistently. Yeah, on this one I probably use, if I wanted 60s, maybe 900p medium settings with dynamic resolution. But I mean, if I care about quality, just 1080p Ultra should be okay. Maybe dynamic resolution to 30 frames to avoid those drops into the 20s. But yeah. Yeah. Not so bad. Okay, that worked. Beautiful. Yeah, the Apex engine looks good, but I wish there were more options to... Yeah, I'm super dead. I wish there were more options to improve the frame rate. That's not something that you usually can do. You can only drop to medium or low, which looks significantly worse, but performs almost the same, so yeah, pretty disappointed with that. So yeah, anyways, so let's now do 900p. So we're dropping to 900p now. We're going to start with ultra settings, then we drop to low. So yeah, anyways, we do ultra. Okay. Let's see if high makes a difference. So on ultra we get 48, on high we get 52, so a 4 FPS boost. On medium we go from 52 to 56, and on low we go from 56 to 69. So definitely you want to get it either on medium or low. Let's put it on ultra first to see how it goes. But yeah, I think that low makes more sense than medium, considering the performance difference. I mean, it's a big boost between medium and low. I mean, just look at this. Medium is 56 and low is 69. Lol 69. So yeah. Anyways. Let's keep trying to fight the horde of... I was going to say zombies. Holy hell. Zombies are so imbued in my brain. The dinosaurs. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, maybe this is... Yeah, this is better. Because on 1080p I was getting drops into the mid-20s with many effects on screen. Especially when using this special attack. So yeah, this kinda makes sense. So if you want 30 frames without dynamic resolution on this card, 900p Ultra should do the job. But yeah. Okay, almost got the last one. Come on. Out of the ground, now. Oh, there's more of them. Perfect, it's a party now. Yeah, nice. 69 FPS. Nice. Alright, got him. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is 900p. Thank you for reminding me. This is 900p. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot to change it. Yeah, so many things to change in a live stream in real time that you kind of forget. But yeah, I mean 900p Ultra was fine. Let's see on medium. Okay, 60 is going to drop easily, so let's put it on low directly. So this is low settings, 900p. So yep, 900p. Oh, the can be 425. Sorry if I messed that up. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. Super generous donation. Thank you so much. You also donated yesterday, so huge thanks, good sir. But yeah, thank you again for the super generous donation. You paid for 4 days of videos again, so thank you so much. Do you have a FreeSync G-Sync monitor? I used to have a FreeSync display. It was 144 Hz, but I wasn't really using it because my capture card does not support FreeSync, so I didn't have much of a use for it. But yeah, I used to have one, and I miss it a lot. It was so nice to have like 44 FPS without screen tearing. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, guys, if you can get a FreeSync monitor, it works on an NVIDIA card, so no worries. Do it. FreeSync makes a huge difference because you're getting no screen tearing and you don't need the V-Sync in order to get a good image. So yeah, you're getting the lowest latency, plus you're getting what's the name of this? No screen tearing whatsoever. Again, I'm not using it because I mostly play on console now. Yeah, I know. Sorry. But my capture card doesn't support FreeSync. So there's no use for that monitor to me, at least. So yeah, again, thank you so much for the donation. You're my hero. But yeah. Anyways, so as I was saying, I'm dead. On 900p you can do low settings at basically 60 FPS. Some drops into the 50s, but I mean, yeah, this is my last respawn. But I mean, it's playable. Much more playable than on the previous cards. But I mean, if you want 60 frames, I don't think, and you don't care about the visuals, I think this looks fine. Considering the card I'm using, it's a 570. shoot you in the ass. Thank you. Are you planning on getting a Series X or Series S? Maybe a Series S. I want to compare it with the RTX 2060. But who knows, maybe at that time we get new GPUs, so I cannot afford a Series S. You know how it goes. In my country, consoles are triple the price in comparison to the USA.
I should be able to remote access the
So yeah.
autopilot, but need a more powerful connection.
Oh yeah, so far on this card we seem to be okay for 60 FPS on low settings, 900p. This probably means that 720p high is at 60 frames.
Delivery.
We're about to find out.
Station.
But yeah.
Alright.
I want more dinosaurs. Come on, give me more dinosaurs, please.
Okay, I might have overdone
Nice. I asked for dinosaurs and I got them. Finally, more effects on screen, so we drop into the upper 50s. Good and stuff. That was super easy now that I have
Need
grenades.
a payload.
But yeah. Let's get the fuse kit. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying myself so far, but I wish I had 2 more people to play this with.
Heads up. Gotta find another way. Gonna need to flip it over. Grenade.
It would be a lot of fun with 2 more people. I mean, I'm already enjoying myself playing on my own.
Spotted a flat back.
So yeah, you probably want to play this with other people. Yeah, now dropping into the 40s. No big deal, this is due to the special attack. Jesus, so many. Let's explode this barrel. Come on, get closer. Ha, gotcha. But yeah, the only thing I do not like is the options menu on the performance. But yeah, other than that, it's a fun game.
This is
I usually enjoy Left 4 Dead, so kinda makes sense that I like this game. I'm tired of killing as many zombies as I can. I wanted dinosaurs, so this is the game I was waiting for. A Left 4 Dead with dinosaurs.
Gotta find another
Yeah, I'm
way.
basically dead, so let's try 720p. In the meantime, oh yeah, the 720p option doesn't work correctly. Well, doesn't work correctly. You cannot reach it using your mouse for some reason. Super stupid decision. So let's first do, oh man, yeah, my character is super dead, as you can see. Super dead. Anyways,
Come in.
let's disable this and let's call this 720p Ultra. Because that's what this is. 720p Ultra. Thank you, coconuts. Thank you. Greetings from Uruguay. Well, love from Uruguay as well. I mean, not only greetings, love as well. You gotta give it at times. Alright, back to the lobby. Let's jump back into the game itself. Yeah, unfortunately you only get 4 respawns before the thing restarts. So yeah, let's keep it going. Let's do homebound. And let's just jump back in at 720p now on ultra settings. So yeah, come on. Deploying in 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright.
Let's keep it simple. No unnecessary risks.
Let's drink coffee while I drop. Delicious coffee. I love it. Hay mucha diferencia entre 720p y 1080p. Bueno, 1080p son muchos más píxeles, así que se verían menos borrosos los bordes, por así decirlo. Lo verías más definido el juego. Use image sharpening and it works fine. Okay, I'll try it.
Let's go. Sarah, what's
So
our
this is
situation?
57 FPS. Let's see with image sharpening what it does. Yeah, it's already on. If I disable it, I get the same numbers, so yeah, let's keep it on. With dynamic sharpening, the game looks pretty good, I have to say. I mean, it works fine. I can notice that the sharpening is a little sharpened, especially in this gun, in the sights. I can see the dynamic sharpening is breaking when I go through foliage. Maybe you cannot see it due to the stream. Let me show you very quick. This is what I'm talking about. The sharpening looks good, but as you can see here in the scope around it, when I'm looking at foliage or when there's something in between, the sharpening breaks a little bit. So if you disable it, let's see what happens. If I turn it off, okay, still happens, but it's less noticeable, as you can see. Maybe it has to do with TAA then. But yeah, with the sharpening it's more noticeable, let's call it that way. So yeah, let's put this to fit the monitor, please. So yeah, reset transform. Okay. So yeah, that's my only issue with the dynamic sharpening. Sometimes it looks a little too over sharpened. But when you're on 1080p, for example, it does a great job. At 720p it doesn't have a lot of pixels to work with, so I kind of understand. But yeah, you're not liking this game? Well, it's fine. You don't have to like every game. I do not have to either, so it's fine, man. No worries. You have so many games on PC that you have a lot to choose from, basically. So let's get to the demanding place. Habla español. Lo acabo de hacer. Okay, nothing here, so let's get it out. Okay, this seems to be dynamic, so good. A little more different. Let's see if there is nothing here. No dinosaurs. I was going to say zombies. Holy hell. Zombies are so imbued in my mind. No, soy uruguayo, soy uruguayo. Pero anduviste cerca. Okay, finally I found some dinosaurs. So let's shoot at them. Let's get closer to the effects. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. A subway tunnel. Okay. But yeah, we're dropping below 60, so probably I need to use medium to get 60s on this one, on 720p. 60s, I mean in the demanding parts. In the non-demanding parts is fine. Let's see very quickly what high settings does. Maybe there's a good difference. Instead of 60, we had 68. Okay, let's keep it on high for now. Looks decent enough. It's a small improvement. Small improvement, 8 FPS more. But who knows, when stuff hits the fan, the S word hits the fan, usually the settings don't matter that much. Yes, you can see again below 60. Let's play on high a little bit more. Let's get this ship liberated from the dinosaur stuff. I guess it's poop. Dinosaur poop. But yeah, super gooey poop from the dinosaurs. Those cute bastards.
Great work. Ship looks clear.
Alright. 720p ultra or 1080p low. 720p ultra. In this case, 720p ultra. 1080p low looks super flat. Oh, Arnav Basak official. Sorry if I messed that up. Thank you so much for the 100 rupees donation. Highly appreciated. It helps me continue doing the this content. He says, love from India. Well, love from Uruguay. You made my life easier to choose a 1650 Super. Thank you so much for your hard work. Well, thank you for watching the live stream, the channel, and for donating. Super useful to help me continue doing what I do. But yeah, I'm glad you found my videos useful, man. And thanks for coming. What does ultra mean? Ultra means maximum settings in my book. So yeah. Dices que habrá bottleneck con un i3 9100F y una 1050 Ti. Y en general ahí tu limitación va a ser la 1050 Ti. Así que no deberías tener drama. Mientras la RAM esté en dual channel, vos dale nomás. Alright. Dinosaurs again. Yeah, when shooting at them I get drops into the 40s. So medium settings probably makes more sense here. So let's do that. Medium, we jump from 62 to 68. Let's do now medium. Mid. Let's call it mid because we're cool. Yeah, definitely 60 frames now.
Dino, ugh.
Great.
Okay, here we are. See if you can check inside the hangar bay.
Yeah, this is going to be messy. A lot of dinosaurs. Oh yeah, on medium the game looks pretty good. Considering the performance now, I'm not super surprised. It must be super taxing when you fight against the T-Rex. But yeah, I think it looks good now. On nighttime the game doesn't look that good, but on daytime with these lights coming from the side looks pretty good.
Taking out the plates.
Let's see with my special attack, it should drop frames.
I'm down.
Yeah, it did. It dropped into the 50s. I don't think low settings would be worth doing this time around. So yeah, basically I'm dead here. So 3 respawns left. We're going to drop one more time and then swap to the 580 very quickly. So thank you for bearing with me. We're an hour and a half in and I'm not done yet.
Returning to the fight.
Yeah, I think that the 580 should be done now. Yeah, I don't have a long time to keep testing and I have 2 cards left. So yeah, best settings for the 570. If you want 60 frames, no compromises. No compromises in a way that the best experience. You probably want to do 1080p medium settings with dynamic resolution, targeting 60 frames. So something like this. Just go into the menu, select 1080. And after you select 1080p, keep it on medium settings. So medium settings here in the graphics preset. Then go to the resolution scale and put it on automatic. And in the automatic resolution scale target, select 60. And after you do so, it should be basically completely fine, as you can see. But yeah, it's going to drop below 1080p super often. But it's going to be higher than 720p probably. Something between 720p and 900p. But it's 60 frames per second with good visuals. So that's my advice. My advice is 1080p dynamic resolution with medium settings on this card. Yeah, these are best settings by a long shot, I think. The game looks pretty good with these settings. And with the dynamic sharpening, it can pass as a higher resolution image. Of course, it's not 1080p exactly, but I mean, it looks decent enough. I'm playing on a 4K screen at 1080p with dynamic resolution, and I can identify the enemy just fine. And really, not playing this at 60 frames, I think is a big disservice to the game, because there's so many enemies on screen. You probably want to play this at 60. Reaction times are important, even if it's a PvE game. This at 60 feels like a completely different game than when playing at 30 frames, by a long shot.
Dino is down.
So yeah, this is my best settings. So let's swap to the 580 now.
Down.
So yeah, I never heard about this game either, but somebody told me that there was a Left 4 Dead Dinosaurs edition, so I jumped right into it. I went into my email and requested a review copy. Luckily enough, they listened and they wanted me to give it a try. So I'm in my room again. Sorry about the mess in the background, that's why I use AI to defocus the background. Anyways, let's swap graphics cards. Oh man, it's hot. It's hot. Here's the 570. We're going to do the 580. I forgot to get it away from my cupboard, so 1 second, guys. Going to swap to the 580. Oh man, such a heavy card. So here's the 580. I have the triple fan version. I'm going to put it at dual fan speeds so you guys can see the performance on a dual fan card. But yeah, we plug it in. Come on. HDMI. And here we go. Focus, focus. So loading now the 580. ¿Tu silla es de tela? Sí, es de tela. Y metal. Hola Festive, ¿todo bien? Tantos años. Nah, mentira, hace rato que estás acá. Alright, I'm now launching my PC with the 580. Wish me luck. Okay, we're in. Wonderful. Let's swap to this and let's remove the background again. No more background. Beautiful. So what I was talking to you about when I swap graphics cards, we're going to put the core clock at 1366. That's because dual fan cards usually are at 1366, sorry. And we're going to put the power limit at 30 to avoid crashing. Usually it can happen. Just to cover my ass. And let's launch the game again, shall we? The status is RX 580 with 1080p Ultra. That's what we're going to do. Ultra. Oh yeah, I'm not expecting a huge difference over the 570. But hey, who knows? ¿Qué prefieres, una buena silla o un monitor de 144 Hz? Sin dudas, una mejor silla. Yo que estoy trabajando acá todo el día, o sea, grabando varias horas, la silla, la verdad que vale mucho más la pena. Some people were asking me if I rather have a good chair or a 144 Hz monitor. Without a doubt, a good chair. I spend most of my day sitting, so a good chair is basically a must in my day-to-day life. So yeah, between those two, a chair. I can tell you that by experience. I had a lot of back issues. I feel like an old man talking like that, but yeah, I mean, a good chair is wonderful. It makes your life a lot better. Anyways, so we are now on ultra settings, 1080p. So we'll launch it again with the Ortega operator. So yeah. Sí, Hiro tiene razón. Hacele caso a Hiro. Hiro la tiene clara. Alien vs Predator, yeah, it looks similar to Ripley. Without the hair is different. But yeah, good point, good point. Alright. So already here we're into the 50s. No biggie. Probably medium settings are needed. But hey, who knows? Oh, I forgot to turn off the V-Sync. Oh no, it's disabled. Never mind. What about dynamic resolution? Is it disabled? Yeah, it is. Yeah, Doom Eternal vibes. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, awesome. Okay, over 30 FPS on Ultra. To be expected, really. The 570 was getting over 30 on Ultra, but it was getting drops below 30 with many effects on screen. So we're about to find that out. Probably in this case it's going to drop into the 30s, but not below 30 like the 570, when a lot of stuff is going on. But yeah, man, after playing this at 60 frames, 30 frames feels terrible. Speaking from experience.
You're there. Have a look inside the hangars.
Yeah, let's look inside the hangars. Okay, with explosion, seems to be fine. Alright, Jesus. Come on. Okay, there's a lot of them. Let's play the objective. Because more zombies, more dinosaurs will show up. Oh yeah. Come on, dinosaurs.
But it looks like the dino.
I'm waiting for you.
Get rid of that dino stuff so we can get the ship out of here.
So many of them. Now I'm going to activate my special attack, so I drop frames. That's what happens with the special attack of this character. It drops a lot of frames. So that plus the explosion, let's see how it goes. This dropped the 570 below 30. Okay, in this case it didn't even matter to the 580, so great stuff. Yeah, you're not dropping below 30 on this one with the 580, so good stuff. Good stuff. We can probably do medium settings without dynamic resolution, so nice. Sí, tiene buenas animaciones en los dinosaurios. Después las armas no tanto, pero los dinosaurios sí. Espero que no haya sido sarcasmo, pero a mí me parece que están buenos. Alright. Oh, hello there. Dino friend. Yeah, I missed shooting dinosaurs. I remember playing Jurassic Park in my childhood. I was missing that, but I didn't know it until I played this. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see dinosaurs again in video games, getting the love they deserve. Okay, they shoot their own. Funny. Okay, let's explode this big gas stuff to kill as many dinosaurs as possible. Please explode, so you kill the dinosaurs. Oh, this is going wrong. Boom! Killed most of the dinosaurs and I killed myself as well in the process. Good job, Santiago. Good job. Anyways, we were able to revive. So
Ortega, back in action.
let's get fixed up.
Taking a stim.
Okay, perfect. But yeah, even with a lot going on, we're not dropping below 30. So let's try medium settings. And very quickly, we're going to swap to medium. Video. Oh man, I'm going to die. Okay, so medium settings, 1080p. In the meantime, while I run, I'll write mid with the other keyboard, mid 1080p. Jesus, what am I doing with my life? Anyways,
That's a lot of blood.
so on medium settings we still drop below 60. We seem to be CPU bound, which is kinda weird. The GPU is not being maxed out. Maybe a thing with the game itself. But yeah, we're dropping below 60, so who knows, maybe because the game is in early access. But how weird, we're not maxing out the GPU. Oh man, I'm stuck. Yeah, even with the special attack, we're not getting 60s anytime soon on medium settings, apparently. So let's get the hell away. Yeah, maybe low settings can do 60 on this one. About to find out.
Hey, here we are. See if you can check inside the hangar bay.
Boom. Yeah, I'm going to drop to low. Of course, I'm dead. In the meantime, let's change the status to low. So we're on 1080p low settings. Let me check if the VSync is disabled. Yeah. Let's enable it and then disable it. Maybe that fixes the game, who knows. Now still at 85%. Whatever. So we're on low settings now. Let's respawn. But yeah, I'm getting completely trashed. That's because I'm playing on my own. Make sure to play with 2 other people so the game is more enjoyable. Also, I'm doing a performance test, so kind of makes sense. But But yeah, let's see if this makes us get to 60 frames. What a weird pop-in over here. What the heck? Anyways. DLSS para gráficas viejas. Suerte. No creo que Nvidia lo haga, pero estaría bueno. Somebody's telling me that he's praying for DLSS on older GPUs. Well, Nvidia is probably not going to do it because they want to sell RTX cards, so yeah, probably not going to happen. But one can dream, I guess. Of course, I also want DLSS on older cards, but probably not going to happen. But hey, I mean, I just want cheap cards with DLSS. I had to get a used 2060 to get DLSS in my life. Yeah, definitely the shotgun is a lot better than the rifle in this game. Let's get healed up. Yeah, a DLSS equivalent on the AMD cards will be great. But I don't know how they are going to pull that off. If they do, I'm going to be super impressed. Alright, the hive is gone. Let's get this dinosaur poop out of the way.
Great job. Perfect.
Alright, nice. Alright, they're gone. Yeah, it should be okay, Shivam Kalash. 1650 super medium settings. I don't think you'll get 144 FPS on this one. But I mean, it should be playable. No doubts about it. 60 frames should be doable.
Let's see what's in the other fingers.
Alright, let's do now 900p. We're going to get ourselves killed, but that's okay. For the sake of doing 900p, I'll do anything. Said no one ever. So let's call this 900p Ultra. On this one I'm probably not good doing 720p at all. But yeah, let's give it up. Last respawn. But yeah, probably not doing 720 on the 580 because 1080p already on low settings can be 50 to 60. I'm going to drink some coffee.
I'm on my way back.
Ah, fresh coffee, love it. So this is 900p ultra settings now. I'm expecting this to drop into the 40s. Yeah, there it is, just like I suspected. So I guess that 900p medium should be 60 frames, but we're about to find out. Gotcha, dinosaur. Let's get some ammunition.
Requesting supplies.
I need some shotgun shells for crowd control and all that. Oh yeah. Yeah, the 1650 Super, the thing is it only has 4 gigs of VRAM instead of 8 gigs like the 580 has, one of the versions of the 580, which will probably be a limitation super soon.
Plug me into the
So yeah, I'm kind of upset about that, but hey, it is what it is, I guess.
fresh air.
If Nvidia released a 1650 Super with 6 gigabytes of VRAM, they would probably kill the 1660, so I understand Nvidia's work, but it doesn't mean I like it.
I'm gonna need a stronger signal. Find and activate the nearby radar
Alright.
antenna. That should give me access.
Let's get some dinos killed.
Okay.
I'm probably going to get some dinosaurs here. Where are
Here we
they?
go. I'll make sure they make it back to the gateway safely. While
Okay,
you get going to
nobody
the
here apparently. But yeah, as I said, it drops into the 40s with 900p Ultra. Let's go directly to medium. So let's call this 900p medium. 900p mid, it's a better name. So yeah, 900p medium seems to be okay right now. I'm going to swap to 1080p dynamic resolution after this, so you guys can see the best settings. The best settings for the 580 are probably high settings with dynamic resolution on 1080p. That's going to put it basically at the 570's pixel count between 900p and 720p, I think. But we'll have dynamic resolution with the 60 FPS target, so it should stay at 60s, but at the same time the visuals should be on high, so that's definitely going to look much better than the 570. And perform a little bit better, so yeah, that's my aim with that. Hello, how are you doing, Claudio? Claudio Rojas, ¿cómo andas? Hello. Should I go for an i5 and 8400F? If you can, I'll go for a 10400F, 6 cores, 12 threads, or a Ryzen 5 3600. Depends on the price, of course, but yeah. I mean, it's still enough, but it feels like the bare minimum this generation, we'll see. But I mean, if you can get an i5 10400F or a Ryzen 5 3600, I'll rather go for that. If the price is right, of course. Okay, drop into the 50s when effects show up, no big deal. Let's see, with this explosion and my special attack, that should kill the frame rate. Yeah, it does, as you can see. We drop into the 40s with a lot of effects on screen. But it's just for a few seconds, so I think it's good enough still. So let's now go back to 1080, but this time we're going to be using dynamic resolution. So we swap to 1080, we put it on high, and we put dynamic resolution, aiming for 60 frames, so high settings, dynamic resolution on automatic, and a 60 FPS target. So this is called 1080p dynamic res plus ultra high. And that should be the best settings for the 580. Dynamic resolution plus the dynamic sharpening tool looks good enough. So yeah, let's try it one more time, and then I swap to the 1650 Super so we can end the live stream. We're already an hour and 47 minutes in. It goes by so quickly, Jesus Christ. So let's jump back again into the same part. But want to play games which will come up in the next 2 years? Well, if you're aiming for the next 2 years, you probably want to avoid 6 cores and 6 threads. Maybe 6 cores, 12 threads makes a lot more sense, especially if you're trying to future-proof your PC. Thing that really doesn't make a lot of sense, because we don't know how games are going to evolve. But yeah, I mean, sure, why not? But an 8400F as a future-proof processor, I don't think it's a good plan, considering the amount of threads it has. I'll probably go 8 cores, 16 threads, or at least 6 cores, 12 threads. And if you go AMD, like a Ryzen 5, Ryzen 3 3100 that I have here, you can later upgrade to a Ryzen 5000 series if you have the adequate motherboard. So I wouldn't aim for a low thread count, a lower thread count than 12. But at the same time I would aim for something that has, what's the name of this? Something that has an upgrade path. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to future-proof on your CPU, make sure to have a platform that you can upgrade at. And the Ryzen CPUs are doing just that. If you get a B450 motherboard, some B450s, and or the B550s, especially B550s and the X570s, those should be compatible with Ryzen 5000. So yeah, I would probably get a 4-core thread AMD CPU and then upgrade to something faster down the road. That's how you future-proof a CPU, getting something that is upgradable. If you get an i5 9400F, you're stuck on the 9th gen on the Intel CPUs. So that's what I'm trying to say. Jesus, so many of them. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Try to have a platform where you can change CPUs later down the road. That's my recommendation. But yeah. Does this game have a good campaign? As far as I know, this is no campaign. This is like Left 4 Dead style type of thing. There's probably a story going on, but I'm not paying any attention to it whatsoever. I'm enjoying the gameplay so far. It needs a few tweaks, I think. Some things are a little weird. But I mean, it's in early access. The game is going to get improved as time goes on. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it does have a campaign, but it's recommended to play this with more people. It's a 3-player co-op game. You can play it on your own, but I mean, playing it alone is super difficult. Too many dinosaurs. So definitely made to play it with more people, basically. So yeah. Let's see my special attack. Yeah, with my special attack it breaks the dynamic resolution, as you can see. But anyways, this will be maybe the 580. Try medium settings if you want to avoid these drops when there's a lot close to the camera. But yeah, let's do the 1650 Super now, because I want to finish the live stream. It's been a few hours already, almost 2 hours, and today it's a busy day. So background blur. Sorry about the unmade bed, I forgot to do it. But yeah, let's remove the 580 now. Here's the 580 I just removed. And oh man. And here's the 1650 Super. So let's plug it in. And I'm going to drink water. I can barely talk. Alright, it's in. But the HDMI isn't. Alright. Excellent. Let's now drink some water. Oh yeah. Now I can talk again. Wonderful. Santiago, ¿probaste GeForce Now? No, en mi región GeForce Now no funciona muy bien. Así que ni siquiera lo intenté, no me interesa el streaming, honestamente, por ahora. Look for any older Ryzen processor really. Should be cheap and work well with budget cards. Yeah, exactly what Nicole Hernandez is saying. Just get an older AMD Ryzen CPU, something like a, I don't know, a 2600 or a 1600 AF, or even a Ryzen 3 3100, and you can later upgrade to Ryzen 5000 if you have the adequate motherboard. Okay, I'm using the noise removal thing from RTX Voice, I think it is. Yeah, you can probably not hear the dog now, hopefully. So let me know if the audio is broken or something. I'm trying the RTX Voice thing. If it breaks, let me know. I want the audio to be okay. But yeah, we're back into the PC now. So let's show you there. 1650 Super. So let's jump back in. Let's see how it runs. I expect this to run better on AMD, but hey, I forgot to remove the background. Well, there we go. So this is 1650 Super. On 1080p, let's start with ultra settings, just like the previous card. So this is ultra. Heck yeah. Systemic reaction, thank you for the review copy. What dog? Okay, you didn't hear him? Okay. Roger. Yeah, I said your name. Oh, that's so cute, man. That's so cute. Definitely this CPU, Ryzen 7 3700X, is future-proof. Who agrees with me? It depends. I mean, 8 cores, 16 threads, more than enough nowadays. So at the moment you should be covered. But hey, who knows what happens in the future. Anyway, so we're on ultra settings, 1080p. Alright, everything seems correct. No chromatic aberration, thank you very much. Yeah, let's play the game once more.
Ortega
With
reporting
Ortega,
in. Be back in
our operator from Latin America, apparently. Single core CPUs will rise again. Single cores or single core applications? I'm kinda confused with that statement.
Extinction unit. The lifeblood of the ERA
¿Dónde consiste esa gráfica a 15K?
we use to get to planetside and
No sé de qué estás hablando.
gateway sickness.
Ok.
We have a limited amount of dropships.
Ah, está hablando de otra cosa, no dije nada.
Build pre-
Anyways, let's get to the drop pod.
Unnecessary.
What's this game about? It's basically Left 4 Dead with dinosaurs. That's what people told me, and it's super close to that. Not exactly Left 4 Dead, but it seems to have a lot of elements from it. It feels more like a Left 4 Dead mixed with Payday mixed with dinosaurs, which Payday is already like Left 4 Dead with cops.
Planet side. Mission should be done in no time.
Alright,
Sarah, what's
so
our
we're
mission
back in now.
Hey, Ortega. Just
¿Qué estudias actualmente? Actualmente nada porque, bueno, ya sabes, la pandemia y eso.
located several dropships stashed
Fuera de eso,
in the old airfield hangar.
estudio control de tránsito aéreo y edición de video.
Make your way
Después veré qué hago.
behind us and we'll rescue those ships.
Hello Santiago, 4 years old, die-hard fan here. Well, happy to see ya. Thanks for sticking around, man.
Let's give her some fresh air. Plug me
I
into
mean,
the
4 years
console
ago,
and
2016.
outside.
That was the time where the 1050 Ti was one of the best cards around for the money,
That's
I
a
think.
lot.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's crazy that we don't get grid competition since 2016 on the $200 range. I mean, I'm still using the 570 and 580. That should tell you something. Okay, let's see if once we get a lot of dinosaurs on screen, we get a drop or not. Nothing here, so let's go to the other one. Let's do an explosion in the meantime. Let's have some fun. Okay,
Whoa.
pretty similar to the 580. Whoa. Which was to be expected, really. Sí, espero que algún día tenga crossplay. Por el momento está en Early Access, así que le falta. Si le meten crossplay, falta. I mean, someone told me in Spanish that they want this game to have crossplay. Well, yeah, I want every game to have crossplay, but this one is on Early Access at the moment. So I'm not expecting this game to be having crossplay anytime soon. They are developing the game right now. But if that's something that you want to see, tell the developers in the Steam forums. Crossplay would be great on a game like this, because it requires more than one person to play. I mean, if you want to play it and have fun, you probably want to have 2 people playing with you, so crossplay will make it a lot easier. I mean, imagine playing this on a console and a friend on its PC playing with you. That would be amazing on a game like this. These are games that should always have crossplay. But again, this is early access, so you should request that to the developers, since they are actively working on this game.
Scooby Gun.
They should be listening,
Great job.
so take the advantage.
Uplink is a go.
Vamos, rentistas. Bueno, me alegro por ti, señor. ¿De qué está hablando, señor? Usted está loco. Is Ryzen 3 3100 RX 574 gigs still worth it for the next 5 years? 5 years? 5 years is an eternity on the gaming part. You're on 5 years, I don't know what games are coming out, really. So, impossible to say. In the next 5 years, we are probably going to be saying goodbye to the PS5. So, 5 or 6 years. So, no way I can know what will happen in 5 years, especially in the hardware side. At the moment, the 570 and the 3100 are okay,
Great, we can always use more.
but we'll see once the generation starts. Actually starts. 5 years is too much. Peñarol Nacional y simpatizante de Nacional, pero la verdad que el fútbol, cero interés.
Here we go.
Solo sé que Gargantistas ganó y me alegro por ellos.
There. They should be
Um,
all on their way home.
¿Cómo aprendiste a hablar inglés? Medio autocontext. No, aprendí inglés porque hice hasta el first certificate y después seguí por mi cuenta. Y de tanto practicar haciendo los videos, mejoré el inglés. Básicamente eso. Fui a clase. So, anyways, I was speaking Spanish because somebody commented in Spanish. So, I apologize if you don't understand. Somebody asked me how I learned English. Well, I've been in English classes basically my whole life, and I did the first certificate in English, and after that I just continued on my own. So when continuing on my own, by doing these videos almost every day speaking English, I got a lot of practice. Again, still not perfect, it needs a lot of work. It's clear that I'm not a native speaker, but yeah, it requires only time and practice. And going to class. But yeah, I actually like speaking English, that's why I guess it's working for me. But yeah, anyways. So, on ultra settings, it seems to be completely fine.
Bring it down. You should be able
Yeah,
to
it's not
read it and see what it's carrying.
always over, it's not close to 60 consistently, nowhere close to that. It drops into the upper 30s,
You made it.
but in general it seems to be okay.
See, which is fine.
So let's try now the medium preset. So medium, I lost the mouse. So this is 1080p mid. Because I'm cool, I say mid instead of medium. And let's kill this dinosaur. I know I'm POS.
Enemy down.
Alright, he's down. Let's see if once I start actually fighting. Whoa! Jesus, okay. He went away. See ya in the next planet. So once I get into a big fight, we're going to see if he can hold 60s with medium settings. Probably not, but let's try it out. I'm guessing that high settings plus dynamic resolution is going to be the configuration for 60 frames on this one. But yeah,
Great, we found another one. You know what to do.
I see no dinosaurs here.
Plugged in.
Where are the dinos? Hello.
Let's get it out into the fresh air.
Let's do a big explosion plus my special attack. That will kill the performance. Yeah, as you can see, we drop into the 40s now. Into the mid 30s. Holy hell.
I'm down.
And I got killed. Yeah, but now that I'm not using a lot of effects, it's into the 50s again. So maybe medium is a good choice in this case. The thing is that it drops into the 30s with effects very close to the camera. So maybe you want dynamic resolution to get that sorted out. In the meantime, let's put it on low again. So very quickly I could see that it dropped below 60, so low. It's going to do it, hopefully. So yeah, we select the same place.
Ortega, back in action and inbound.
Oh yeah, this is probably going to be over 60 all the time. Hello dinos. Happy to see ya. Got him. O sea, si hay un porcentaje de pérdida si subes la resolución, no entiendo. ¿Cómo un porcentaje de pérdida? No entendí. Ah, si uno sube la resolución hay una probabilidad de tener un porcentaje de pérdida de FPS un poco grande. No sé qué significa eso. Pero usarías más la placa de video si subes la resolución. Así que en ese caso estarás aprovechando más tu placa de video. Sí. Si estás limitado por el CPU, subes la resolución, usarías más gráfica y tendrías menos bordes de serrucho. Is it fair to say 1650 is 1063 gigs but with 1 GB more? I don't think it's fair to say. In some games the 1063 gigs beats the 1650 non-super, so
There we go.
it's not exactly that. I would say it's mostly something between a 1063 gigs and a 1050 Ti, the 1650 non-super. And then the 1650 Super is more like a 1060 with better DX12 support and 2 GB of less VRAM. So yeah, pretty garbage if you ask me. Nvidia could have done better. I mean garbage in a way that, considering the price and what we get on the AMD side, I think they could have done better. But I mean, people are still buying them, so they're still winning. But yeah, okay, more enemies on screen, plus special effects, plus let's do an explosion. Anyone? Okay. Big explosion plus effects, seems to be fine. I'm about to die, let's heal very quickly. Jesus, that was close. Yeah, I mean, low settings 1080p seems to be okay. So wonderful. We can probably do 900p medium just fine. So let's just do it. After I kill some dinos. Grenade! But yeah, this is running similar to the 580. A little bit better, I think. A little more stable on the frame time side of things. But yeah, I mean, the extra video memory in this case doesn't help the 580 that much. So as long as you have a 16 series or a 20 series card on the Nvidia side, this game should run okay. It's Vulkan, so on the Nvidia cards usually the 16 series and the 20 series are the better optimized hardware wise for Vulkan. That's why the older cards suffer so much on Vulkan games. They don't have direct hardware support. And by direct hardware support I mean they don't take full advantage of it. I don't know what Nvidia did to make it work, but it results always in worse performance. But it's still playable, so whatever, at least you can play the game, I guess. But yeah, let's now do 900p. We're going to get killed, but doesn't matter. We're going to pretend that nothing happened. So we keep the changes. For some reason 900p is at the wrong aspect ratio. Anyway. Let's do 1024p and then 900p again. Maybe that fixes the issue. Let's find out. No, it doesn't. Okay, no worries. I can just fix it by hand. Okay, that seemed to do it. So this is 900p ultra settings. So we do ultra. Come on, keyboard. 900p. And let's go. Yeah, the hit markers look very similar to Warface, I agree. Anyways, so this is now 900p Ultra. But there are not as many effects on screen. Okay. Alright. On 900p seems to be significantly better than the 580, at least when there are effects on screen. Yeah, I'm dying, so let's just give up. Yeah, it's dropping into the 50s now. Yeah, maybe high makes more sense, but let's run back into this area and try it again. The optimization of this game is crap. Yeah, basically. Same that happened with Just Cause 4 and Generation 0. This engine, at least, this Apex engine, I think it's called. I mean, it looks good, but then lowering the settings doesn't make a huge performance difference. But on the visuals, it gets significantly worse. So I wish they had a lower option to not have, I don't know, flashlight shadows, as an example. I don't know, something to tell me, okay, I lower the settings, but I get a good difference in performance. But no, there's not, apparently. So you have to lower the resolution. That's why they put dynamic resolution. I understand how it goes. This is meant to be used with dynamic resolution. That's my thought process on it. Just put a good dynamic resolution thing and lower the resolution. And you shouldn't need to put better settings, just dynamic resolution should do it. That's probably their mindset, and it's fine. I guess it's easier than optimizing your visuals. I don't know, I'm not a developer, so I cannot really speak on it. But it feels that way. Oh, he dodged. He got me good. He got me so good. Jesus Christ, I'm so bad at this game. Anyways, let's drop it to medium now. Medium should be 60 frames all the time on this one. Oh yeah, he wrecked me. Jesus. What GPU should I get for upgrading the 570? Probably a 2060 or a 1660 Super, but I mean, I would just wait. There are new cards coming, and those new cards should be cheaper than the ones we have right now. So I'll keep the 570 for a little bit longer, probably. But yeah, I would do a 2060. Nowadays, if you want to upgrade now, a 2060, and if it's affordable, a 2060 Super due to the extra VRAM. But yeah. Nowadays, we don't have a good upgrade path to $200 cards from 2016. So yeah, we gotta wait for the competition to happen. It's going to happen once we get the PS5 and the Series X and the Series S as well. In that place, we're going to get new graphics cards, more performance, better dynamic resolution stuff. Probably DLSS will be more mainstream. So yeah, it's going to be exciting times for consoles and PCs. But yeah. Okay, no more dinosaurs. Okay, I'm confused. But anyways, let's continue. Should I upgrade my 1060 to 2070 Super or try and luck and wait for the 3070, which might be hard to get? Well, I mean, the 3070 is probably going to be quite a bit faster, that's for sure. But I mean, it's going to be super hard to get the 3070. Everyone is trying to get a 3070. I mean, if the 3080 is gone, the 3070 that should be like a 2080 Ti for a lower price is not going to be easy to get, especially now that people are looking for them. So I probably go get the 2070 Super. And what else? I mean, it's not going to be as fast, but it should be much easier to get, zero stress. You can probably buy it cheaper from someone that wants to get a 3070. So in my case, personally, I'll get a 2070 Super. You're going to be okay right now. And if you're doing 1440p, it's the best card available, considering the price. So if you can get it used, it should be good.
Okay, I might have overdone it. The power supply broke. Did you repair it?
Come on, dinosaurs. Yeah, I mean, basically this on medium settings appears to be over 60 without much of an issue. Let's see once I do my special attack that kills the frame rate. That's usually the best way to test this game out. Okay, already dropping below 60. Jesus. Special attack. Yeah, okay, it dropped into the 50s, but into the 40s now because everyone is ganging up on me. So yeah, I'm not getting out of this alive. Yeah, not a waiting hell. But yeah, 900p medium seems to be okay. We're going to do now dynamic resolution 1080p high settings, just like the 580. So this is going to be dynamic res on high settings. That's what I'm going to do. That should be the best settings for the 1650 Super. And after that, the stream will be over. And I'll miss you guys till next week.
This one's on
But
me.
yeah. Reset the transform. And let's do a change. She looks so much like the Apex Legends character from this angle. She looks like Wraith, I think it's called. I don't remember the name. But yeah, it looks like the Naruto running chick from Apex Legends in that angle. La 570 en medio da para 60 locked. En 1080p no, pero 900p debería llegar con resolución dinámica. Igual yo lo pondría en 1080 medio con resolución dinámica en la 570 y te va a dar lo más bien. Alright, so guys, I was saying if you have a 570, I recommend using the medium preset on 1080p with dynamic resolution targeting 60 frames. If you don't want that, just use 900p on a mix between medium and low. But yeah, we're using high settings, automatic resolution scale target to 60, so the game will target 60 frames per second with the dynamic res, and the minimum resolution scale, it will be 60% since it's the default, so it's going to be able to drop into the 720p range, below 720p actually, if it needs to. So yeah, but we got the AMD Fidelity FX, so this is the sharpening, the dynamic sharpening tool. And then we got, what else? I'm missing something. Oh, and we have TAA, so the game looks soft anyways. So dynamic resolution should be okay with high settings. So let's go back into the game now. And we're going to be, yeah, selecting the same operator because we're simps. And I'm going to fix the frame rate counter because you cannot see it. There you go, frame rate counter. Alright guys, so this is the last gameplay today, wish me luck. I'm about to end this game's whole career, no, never mind, I want to improve it. This game is fun, but I recommend playing it with 2 other people, just like the developers said. It's quite a challenge if you're doing it on your own, so make sure to have a couple friends, or at least one friend to play it with. But again, this is early access, so it's going to be improved as time goes on, or at least it should. But yeah. Este juego no, pero la mayoría de las... Sí, la 570 da pelea, sí, saberlo. What FPS do you think the 2060 Super run this game on high? Probably over 60 all the time. I wouldn't worry at all if you have a 2060. A 2060 Super even, I mean... Should be completely fine, man. A 2060 is miles ahead this card. I mean, no worries. Especially if you go for 1080p. You can probably do 1440p high on the 2060 Super. So, just go and enjoy the game. Looks pretty good on high settings. The thing is, when you go below medium, when you go into that range, the game starts looking pretty bad, pretty flat. And the performance isn't that much better, which is what kills me the most about this game. Yeah, the game can look worse on lower settings, but the performance improvement is not huge. So sometimes lowering the settings just feels like a ripoff, because you're not getting that better FPS for a huge hit in visuals. But at least we got dynamic resolution, and it works quite well. So my advice on this one is to use dynamic resolution even if you're getting good numbers, because when effects show up, the frame rate difference is huge. You can get drops into the... I mean, you can be into the 80 frames range and suddenly drop into the 60s, just because one thing exploded very close to the camera. So yeah, I mean, think about it please. Use dynamic resolution, it won't hurt. With the Fidelity FX plus the TAA plus the motion blur, you don't really notice it that much when doing the fast-paced thing. I mean, you notice it, but it's not that noticeable. So at least they did dynamic resolution right. That's my takeaway from this. Good dynamic resolution implementation, poor options menu management. That would be my verdict for the options menu on this early access game. Anyways, so let's keep it going.
Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, give me that equipment.
There we are. Signal is working. Look at 'em go.
Alright, so I'm killing a little more dinos and I'm finishing the live stream. I'm going to explode some stuff. Juan de Dios, ¿cómo andás? ¿Todo bien? Tantos años. No recuerdo haberte leído antes, pero bienvenido. Todo bien. Oh, the Ken 425. Thank you so much for donating once more. $5. He's asking me super generous donations, man. Thank you so much for sticking around and keep donating. How do you decide which next gen's GPUs to get? At the moment, I have no way to decide, because think about it this way: we know about the new consoles, but we don't know enough. We don't know enough about the new games that are coming. So at the moment I cannot choose a graphics card for next gen, because the worth getting cards when a generation starts usually happen 6 months after a console releases. So probably 6 months after November, so apparently so probably on June, July we should be getting a GPU competitor to the consoles for a cheap price. So in that case, probably, if I'm thinking about it a little bit more, probably a 3060 is going to be competing, if the price is good. And then we're probably going to get a 3050 that is a little slower than the consoles, but we can use DLSS and all that good stuff. What I do like about the consoles is that they're targeting 4K 60 in some games, or 4K 30. And since most people have 1080p displays, I'm not super concerned about the next generation, because I'm not aiming for 4K in my channel. So yeah, probably we're going to get good GPUs that can do good 1080p or DLSS. So yeah, I cannot answer your question, that's what I'm trying to say, because I mean the games are going to be changing in around a year, so we're going to notice the difference from the next gen consoles in 2020, at the end of 2021 probably. So at the moment, no way to choose a graphics card. I can only tell you, if you have a good graphics card, by good I mean at least a 1050 Ti, a 570, something in that range, you probably want to keep it and wait to see what happens. But right now there's no way to choose a GPU for the future, in my opinion. Do the smart thing and wait for Santiago GPU recommendation. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say. We're going to test them out. I'm going to recommend them, not recommend them. Just stick around and we'll see which GPU is worth getting in the next generation. But yeah, I'm calling it 6 months after the release of the PS5 and the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Jesus, those names. We're going to get good cards to compete with. You feel so sleepy? Well, go to sleep. Do yourself a favor and go to sleep. Explode, explodey, grenade, grenade. Anyways, so I'm about to go, guys. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. Thank you so much for you guys that watched, that commented, that donated, that just sticked around talking to me and paying attention to what I'm doing. But yeah, see you next time and have a good weekend. Tomorrow Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War will be free to everyone, the beta, so go download it. It will be very, very easy to get into. It's 36 gigabytes. And yeah, probably wait for a lower price on this game. It's on early access, it's just released, so it needs a little more time in the oven. But yeah, thank you so much to Systemic Reaction for providing a copy of the game, despite all the not good things I said about it. I need to be honest, of course, as always. So yeah, bye bye guys, thank you, bye bye, see ya later.